Okay, so here's today's project. We're in the Miata. It's kind of cramped and this camera is kind of bad because it's an iPhone camera. But we're going to try and put some cup holders in here because I hate shifting when somebody puts a drink here. Because you know it's right in the way, and I got one floppy cup holder right here. Gotta fix that later. But, main project, we're going to, looks like we can put 2 cup holders in here. Or I'm going to try and put 2 cup holders in here. We're going to see how that goes. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. These are the cup holders we have. And we're just going to saw them right here and flip this around. Because the way it sits against that that wind block thingamabob. And then I'm going, since the carpet is kind of like Velcro, I'm going to put the hook part of the Velcro on here and hot glue it. We'll see if this thing works. I'll show you guys. And then you got to get your Japanese beer because we're working on a Japanese car. Giggity giggity. Alright. On these cup holders that I got off Amazon, where I cut it was like the edge of those 2 little lines. I just cut right there. Sorry for this poor lighting, but here's basically so far. Okay, so we put Velcro on the back with a hot glue, and I've cut off that little hook. And then, hold on, where's the other piece? Yeah, here it is. And we're gonna mount it like this so it fits under that windscreen. I'll show you that later. So, originally it was like that, then I cut it in half and put Velcro on it. And now, I'm gonna go ahead and drill a hole right here. And then I think I'm gonna hot glue it and put a zip tie through it to make it more stable, and then I'll show you how this is gonna work. Here's the first prototype. So what I did was I drilled 2 holes, and then I hot glued it and zip tied it for extra stability and strength. Let's go see if it fits. We're going to slip it under the, there's like a seam under here, under this little pouch. And you slip it in that way, then you just pull it down, and it should slip down under that little seam. And then the Velcro can just hold it into place, and it's pretty sturdy. The only problem with that giant, because this is kind of a big cup holder, the only thing with this is if you're trying to get into here, like pop the gas thing, it's kind of in the way. And I guess if we put those 2 cup holders together, you're not gonna be able to use this very well. So maybe we'll try and fit the other one like back here behind this seat and shove it back there as far as we can. But I guess since these are kind of crappy flexible, you can just squash it if you need to get in there. So we'll go fix the other one. Put both of them in, and I had to space them out like way over here against the seats. That way, if you need to get in the glove box, they're kind of less in the way, and you still have access, or not the glove box, the center console, in case you need to get access to your gas cap and stuff. But they're super solid. They stick in there. Well, these ones are kind of big. I guess if you wanted to get smaller ones, you can. See, they're pretty big. This can just rattles around. But they serve a purpose, and I guess if you wanted a smaller one, you could just get one of those. But yeah, it's cool. And they work. And now, meanwhile you're speed shifting here, your girlfriend can put her bottle of water back there. Alright, what's up guys? Update. And so what I've done is I've had these cup holders that I made for a few months now, I think about 2 or 3 months, and I've noticed that the one that's closest to the driver's side, it always, whenever you're trying to open up the center console to pop the gas tank open, it always like snags on it and gets in the way. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to modify it. I'm just going to cut here and move these closer together so it gives us a little more clearance. And also, I've taken the cup holders like in and out of the car a few times, and literally the first time, the Velcro just like ripped off. So hot glue is probably not the best choice. So what I did instead is I did use hot glue again, but maybe something else would be better, like epoxy. But I did use hot glue gun, and I hot glued it down, and then I also did this ultra super ghetto looking thing. I just drilled a whole bunch of holes here, and I just zip tied it all the way down to the bottom, and I haven't had problems since then, even though it looks kind of sloppy, but it works. So we'll get this figured out and show you the result of the trimmed up cup holder. What I basically did was I snipped the this one right here, and I just kind of like pulled it over and zip tied it together. So it got a little stretched apart. You can see it's a little weird looking, but actually it did make more clearance, so you can open the glove box with no problem for this side. And I'll show you guys, and I might do it to the other side, but I'm not sure yet. Alright, so yeah, there's the old one. See? So for the other one, I cut this and I just pinched them together. So this one is put it under there and just basically fit it behind the seat. So look, basically there's almost no interference here anymore, so there's no problem. And yes, they look super ghetto, but right now I'm just looking for function, and it works. So see there, it's hitting on this side. I don't know if I did the same mod to the other side, if it would make any difference though.